Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and people who don't identify as either of those things, if they're out there watching me, you know who you are. Just as lovely as the next person. I bring you here today on this auspicious of occasions to introduce the Legends of Tomorrow tournament. This is a tournament that's been running for a while now. There's actually, I think this is the second or third iteration of this tournament. My golly gosh. The idea of this tournament is that you take a mid-level Age of Mythology player somewhere in the realms of 1900 to 2200. And then you pit them against everyone else, except with the caveat they get a coach who's yelling at them the entire time. It's absolutely hilarious. So we're going to jump in to one of these guys' game rooms at some point here and say g'day, and then we're going to make sure that we get this show on the road. So let's jump in and see what's happening. First, we're going to jump in and talk to Barba, Ruiva, and Shadowfax.
Hey, Boit.
Hello. What's happening, guys? Just wanna come in and a quick pre-game interview, see where the mental state's at, see how you guys are feeling. What do you think about this matchup that's coming in? Let me know. No, you don't care?
Yeah, we're ready to kick some ass.
Oh, okay. Okay, so kicking ass is the game plan? Is that what you've been instructing?
Yeah.
All right. That's some good coaching there. I'm glad we could have that. I'll go talk to the other guys and we'll see if we can get a more concrete strategy idea about what's happening. All right. See ya. Hello.
Manage him.
What's happening?
Oh, it's Mr. Boit. Hello, Mr. Boit.
It is. I'm here to. Well, I wanted to come here specifically to tell you what the game plan was that the other team said that they had to defeat you guys, and they said they were just going to destroy you. So, I mean, do you have any response to that? Do you have a better strategy to take on the maybe like a not get destroyed strategy? What's the game plan here, and possibly the most biggest tournament of ever? Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, I
think not get destroyed is where it's at.
I don't know how to respond to that. I mean, you're telling on them right now, Mr. Boit. I think that's against the rules.
I gave you their strategy, did I?
Yeah, you did. You shouldn't have done that. Now we're gonna have to destroy them back.
Okay,
that's
all right, that's good. So both players want to destroy each other. That is exactly the shit that I want to hear. All right, well, enjoy yourselves. I might pop in and listen. If you hear me drop in, just ignore me. I won't say anything. I will be on mute. I wish you guys luck. Have fun. I don't know what the rules are, so I'll be messaging in the thing for you to tell me what maps or whatever we're going to play on. Anyways, good luck.
You got it. Yeah.
What is going on, everyone? My name's Boit, and I am back with some more Age of Mythology, the extended edition action. Yes, we are on the extended edition, and the chat is currently asking if there's going to be predictions, and I believe the mods are going to do that for me because I'm too inept. Spawning in the right side of the map in the red color, playing as Poseidon, self-describing his destruction of his opponent in the pre-game interview. His name is Stand and Deliver, and he is, well, we'll actually get to the next part very shortly. His opponent today in the blue color, playing as Odin, his name is Barba Ruiva. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that or not correctly. This is the Legends of Tomorrow tournament. Oh my God, there's a lot to say about this, but unfortunately, we're at the tail end of the tournament. We're in the third, fourth place matches, and I believe the first, second place matches have already occurred. You're going to have to go and find them on Twitch, wherever they are. I don't know who streamed them. I don't know who was in them, and unfortunately, I just wasn't even aware that this was going on, and that's just how things go from time to time. But luckily, I get to catch this game, and you might be asking me, what exactly is the Legends of Tomorrow tournament? Well, it's actually a tournament which pits the mid-level tier players, your players that are roughly ranked around 1900 to 2200, 2300 at the top end, against each other, and they get paired with a 2500 plus coach who gets to yell at them the entire game, telling them what to do and how to do it. I'm excited to see how this is going to go. So, Barba Ruova is being paired with the terrifying, the dashingly good-looking as well, Shadowfax. You might have seen him playing such games as Shadowfax versus Squash, Mediterranean, Thor victory against Poseidon. He's had some good dubs. And also Stand and Deliver getting coached by Chef Hades. Now, Chef Hades is someone you might not know so well. I could be very wrong about this. I think it's Swedish Chef, and I'm sorry if I'm wrong. Chat, if it's Swedish Chef, it's Swedish Chef. If it's not, it's not. I love him nonetheless. And maybe people can. It's not Swedish Chef. Okay, so it's not Swedish Chef. Everybody's making fun of me. I don't know anything. He's somebody. Okay, so we're going to just quickly move on, and we can talk a little bit about the matchup that we're having here. We've got a Poseidon versus Odin on Watering Hole. All right, so the big thing here is at the top level, this matchup is very difficult for the Poseidon player because the Odin player has all the advantages. You get all the extra food, you get the safe base, you get the open bases, you get all of the crazy stuff that happens. You get the speed, you get in, you whip in, you get the tech, everything in Watering Hole is good at the top level. At the mid level though, there's lots of room for error. And Norse gets stronger and stronger the better you are at the game. It's like playing Norse for the longest time was like wanting to really wanting to self harm in a way because of how hard the game was. So many things you have to overcome. But as players got better and the Norse players started winning more, and yeah, they got a little bit of help now and then. But the big thing to note is that the mistakes slowly started going away, but they're still there at the mid-level. So the Greek versus Norse matchup on Watering Hole might even favor, to some degree, the Poseidon player at the mid-level. We'll have to wait and see exactly what's going to happen here. Over here we do have a relic. We've got the Bridle of Pegasus. It's going to give you a Pegasus every 60 seconds if the Pegasus dies, and I'm sure there's something somewhere else as well. As we are indeed seeing the classical ages coming through. We've got Freya coming through for Barba, and we've got Hermes coming through for Stand and Deliver. So, we'll see how this is all going to shape up as the Centaur gets sent forward. The Valkyrie moving back as well. We've actually got these players here hanging out, doing their thing. So I can jump in and see what they're going to be talking about. So if I try and do that here and we just jump in and say g'day, I'm not going to say g'day, we're just going to have a listen. Yeah, we'll see what happens. We're in. We're currently mute. Nothing's happening. No one's saying anything.
Nice, yeah, pull the centaur.
Hop. Hop. Hop.
So keep Hippolyta in the base just for the No, don't put the archery range there. He's gonna force fire it.
So there's not a whole lot of communication going on in Team 1, but it's enough to just keep the player making sure that those small mistakes are not
After the
really
house.
aware. And then Shadowfax, how's he going?
Okay, you just want to set all of your military buildings to that hunt. We've got to make sure we're hunting. This is good. He's going for hoplites. Okay, so make a villager onto wood, and then we can make one of the barracks go the throwing expert.
And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. The coaching of the best, making some very, very astute observations as to what's going on. We've got our of Shadowfax noticing the barracks there and saying, well, better start countering that, making some throwing axemen. Not only doing that, but also saying, well, I've got a mate throwing axemen, so better put some villagers up onto the wood as the fighting continues over here. And we'll see what's going to happen if Barba is going to take this one. He's trying to micro a little bit. I think he can actually just take this fight, especially with the throwing axemen coming forward. We've got more hoplites on the way here, but it seems like Barba has got this early game under wraps here as he's able to push back. We do have the Valkyrie getting pulled all the way back home here. 47 HP remaining as it's going to join the raiding cavalry. Going to look for some sort of a raid here. We got this stray villager going over here to build a wall, but it's going to get potentially caught as Barba is going to come through. We see stands and deliver immediately pulling that one back. Nice reaction there. Could be going for a forest fire here. He has not used it. There is the forest fire. The hoplites around the back. We're going to be seeing at least one villager kill. He's got to get that one villager kill there. He does get a villager kill. Nice job for Barba. He can now continue moving around this base looking for some more villager kills. The Raven is scouted decently, it seems, and there's not really anywhere else for him to attack at this point. If we take a look at units lost, we've currently got 3 villages lost apiece, so very, very equal where that is concerned. 11 gatherers, 12 dwarves versus 25 villagers there as well. So very close on the villager count. Both players inflicting big amounts of damage, but the housing crisis does exist right now for Mr. Stand and Deliver as Barba is causing some havoc here. And now the big question is where to next after this damage has come in. Are we going to just keep spamming units and see what's going to happen, or what is the real dealio here? Let's jump back in and have a little cheeky look at what these coaches are saying here. Takes me a little bit to get.
Want to scout that black patch? Because if he's not hunting now, it's good. It's good for us.
Yes, true.
Medium raiders. Get out, get out. Kill the villager. Watch the army. Main fight, main fight. There's a big army on a hunt right now. Check it. I think we win this. Just do a bit of micro. Pull back your raiders to flank him.
And we jump over the other time.
Yeah, if you just take the talks and shift click all the throwing axemen.
A little bit of micro help there, but seems like Barba has taken this fight with a dub here.
Try to, with your hunters, try to lure that rhino into the granary right there.
Whoa. It's a thing of beauty. Always love hearing those, what the coaches have got to say. Age of Mythology is literally, I mean, RTS in general is a game where there is just, even the top players could probably do a lot more than they're doing, and having somebody yelling at you to just get so much more done than you can possibly think that you could be doing is really, really big. And it's cool to see all of that extra stuff here. Shadowfax reminding Barba to look at that army in the back and make sure he takes that fight, recognizing that it's a winning fight for him. And then Chef Hades telling Stand and Deliver, yeah, just got to micro those Toxotes onto the throwing axemen because it's not going to be a one fight. He's got to do as much damage as you possibly can and pull back here. As the forward Townsend getting grabbed for Barba. Now, for me, this isn't something I would ever say to do on a watering hole. I would be much more partial to going to the heroic age here, throwing up a hill fort and starting going into the Bogsviger Huskal composition of some variety, and then getting my town centers. But we'll see. This could be the more safer play here, getting the economy going, allow you to make a few more mistakes and continue in the game. As Barba looking for some raids here. We do have the watchtowers up. There is no crenellations through. And Barba still has one more rhino over there that he might be able to get onto. But, sorry, Standard Deliver does. But he's currently just massing units, and he's kind of stuck in his base. So really, Barba, he's just got to play this one safe here and take map control. He could probably even go for another town center if he wants to be a little bit greedy, walling in his opponent. Super smart as well here. And we'll see what's going to happen in the near future. I'm interested as the lull's happening. Is there anything important that's being said? Let's jump in and listen to Shadowfax.
Get husbandry if you haven't got it all.
Someone's not happy.
Make that dock. Make that dock. I'm not seeing you making that dock. Not there, not there. Move a bit further past.
Oh.
Oh, knock down that wall. That's something we can get rid of.
On wood, put them on a gold. You need more gold.
I really like listening to Chef. He's so calm. He's not giving too much information.
Yeah,
He's
you're
just...
floating a bunch of wood, so you can also put down a couple farms. Looks like you're gonna need it. He's gonna have the hunt in the middle of the map.
Yeah, that's that one. Oh my golly gosh. How many subs did you want to... Thank you for the 10 gifted subs, Wired Barchi. Appreciate you. Thank you, my friend. Stands and Deliver just trying to get those farms sorted out. Well, Chef Hades trying to get Stand and Deliver to sort those farms out. Now he's floating some wood, realizing he's probably not got that much hunt to play with anymore. He does have these giraffe over in the corner, but it's going to be difficult to defend against. And effectively Stands and Deliver, he's got a strong army, but he needs some sort of siege to push through. Whereas Barba doesn't have all too much there to go, and we see this very sneaky dock getting built here. Shadowfax saying, yeah, let's get this dock in, because he's noticed that all the gold is on the top side of this watering hole, and if Barba can force a fight over there, it's going to be lights out, because this gold mine is out. And while Stands and Deliver can potentially get to the heroic age here and be okay, he's going to have to stop building units now to be able to do so. And we are already seeing medium raiders coming onto this location. You're going to be jumping into the transport ship. And these raids that come onto second gold mines on watering hole do so much damage when your opponent doesn't expect it. So a really, really smart idea here from Shadowfax. Not only that, he could also have, instead of building this transport ship, he could have got a longboat. Little known fact is you can go you can get a longboat and you can garrison 5 units into said longboat and then just leave him over here to start defending the raiders that he puts in. So if his opponent tries to push around there, he can defend with that as well. Could be absolutely huge. But right now, Barba just hanging back, taking his time over here with these raiders. They need to get going. This Raven kind of in the wrong spot in a way, just checking the town center. I don't mind that, but he is checking it, and he has missed this gold mine, but the Raiders do spot it. Meanwhile, units over here not doing all too much. There is a third town center now coming the way for Barba, and are we seeing that heroic age coming for Stand and Deliver? Yes, we are, but the damage is getting so disgustingly big right now for Stand and Deliver. We've got him coming over with his hoplites to try and defend. Thank you so much for the 29 gifted, sorry, for the extra gifted sub, the 1 gifted sub, Hannah Rain. You've given me 29. You're a madman. I appreciate you here, as the Raiders going to be wandering around, just being safe on this location. If Barba just goes, or Barba went Njord. Barba went Njord. He's going for style points. He's so far in front right now. Clearly, the better god in this position would be to be going Skadi, because then you can frost the army, you can frost the villages. He gets the Kraken, though. He gets the Kraken. He's going to use the Kraken to pick up the unit. That's so funny. Let's go. It's like you're playing the first mission of the Atlantis campaign, of the original campaign. Max value. You see the hill forts going up, and now Barba can go into Huskal Bogsweiger, throwing Axeman or whatever if he wants to deal with this infantry-based army here. Straya Militia gets picked up and is going to get thrown. The Kraken is an absolute beast. Not only that, the splash damage comes through because it's exactly the same mechanic as the Cyclops of Ares. It's absolutely hilarious, and what a fun unit to see in this game. As Barba throwing up his hill forts as best as he can. Let's see how calm and collected these players are going to. We'll come and jump in and listen to Shadowfax yet again, see what he's got to say.
Probably should have just played tier.
I can sell this shit?
Oh well. No, it's too late. You don't cancel 60% powder.
Okay.
I mean, we don't have to cast Ragnarok. So just go grab that back town center then. And I want you to get a market in the top corner. We're gonna try and set up a trade route before the Ragnarok. Make a few jars and get.
Wait, I'm out of food.
We jump over to the other team and see what they've got to say.
I don't know. I'm guessing he's gonna do Walking Woods and Rag.
Well, they know the strategy. How do you defend
Yeah,
it?
they're 3 TC, so Rag's gonna be huge.
He is going Artemis. Not much to say. Not much to say. Very quiet in here.
Yeah, you need way more barracks.
Looks like the defense really to defeat a Ragnarok is going to be towers, military academies up the wazoo, making a metric shit ton of those counter infantry units. But as we heard from Shadowfax, he doesn't really have to click Rag here. He doesn't really have to. And he did say get that trade route in the top corner. Though Barba hasn't done it yet, starting the trade route before you click Rag is such an incredibly important thing to make sure that you get easy wins because it allows you to get a follow-up of Fire Giants or follow-up of Dwarf Spammage out of your town centers once the Ragnarok dissipates. And we are seeing the Pegasus coming in here. The Earthquake coming down onto this position to clean that one up as Barba's finished up on this town center over here. He's sitting at 169 of 160 population. Just checking all the gold mines. He does have the 6 heavy raiders here. He can come back onto this gold mine and hit Stands and Delivers gold economy even more here. The Kraken's still just going to be hanging out, costing 5 population. It's a lot of population, but yeah. Oh, we've got so many Mountain Giants. The Mountain Giant's going to come in clutch as the town center is attempting to get thrown back up here, but I feel like there's probably going to be some sort of a Ragnarok coming through fairly shortly here for Barba, who's going to be retreating back. The curse gets dropped and hits a lot of units there. 8 pigs. As Stand and Deliver his army is very, very strong here, but fighting underneath these double hill forts is going to be a real big help. He's still making himself some Jarls at this point, which I don't particularly like. I think that he should be making, unless he's got, what's it called? Ring Giver. If he has Ring Giver, then I guess the Jarls are good, but could just be making Huskarl here. He's already, they're just really, really good against the archers, but it's just going to be pushing through here. The Fire Giant doing max damage in the back here. Only 2 heroes for Stand and Deliver. So the Fire Giant's just going to absolutely clean house. 158 of 160 population. Still no trade routes started, but he does have the marker clicked, though no units is heading up there to actually build it. Now, I'm sure Shadowfax would be saying, yeah, we could probably either take the town center or just move in and kill our opponent, but we'll see how that's going to go as he's making his way forward. Lots of buildings are spammed. We do have a Chimera just hanging out here. Polfum bashes that Mountain Giant to death there as he's pulling back, but I guess the idea here from Barba or from Shadowfax is build Jarl, build raiding cavalry to tank and deal with those pacifists instead of making Huskarl to kill them. And we do have these portal ramps. They do not have Dwarven Augur or anything just yet, but he's still going to be attempting to make a very big push in. Stands and Deliver does have his second town center up now as well. As Barba, he's basically got infinite resources here. Should be spending those resources on infantry and the like. We jump back in and see what these players have got to say. A little bit of lag happening here. Not sure what's going on.
Didn't see.
Send it also up the top corner to get Trey. Damn, Polyphemus is a tank. We can just pressure his wood line. He's got vulnerable wood villagers. So once that Polyphemus is dead, just looks like he's going to escape. It's fine. Kill that Chimera. Do we have Thundering Hooves yet?
Yes.
Yeah, good.
All the good questions being asked, it seems.
Yeah, the problem is just gonna be grabbing that front TC. Only thing I would say is if you could try to like cease fire and grab it, but his army's way stronger.
Lots to say, not much to say. All the towers up here for stand and deliver. He doesn't have himself crenellations just yet, but it's a very big and good defense he's got set up at this point. And right now, we're not seeing Barba putting any effort into getting this town center. He could have just had one unit chucking it up. Side builds coming down for Barba as well. A lot of the time, you can get a little bit greedy in a way holding on to Rag. Like, Rag effectively is a win here, and Barba just trying to wait for some of those ox caravans. Where's the market actually built that he had originally? He could have just built the trade out of this market. He didn't need the one in the corner. Just built the trade out of here, had 5 or 6 or 7 ox caravans, and then clicked Rag, and would have been huge. And now we see a hill fort getting thrown up in the top corner. Some Ulfsark getting attempted to build out here. Stands and Deliver going to be bringing his villagers over here to start shanking the hill fort down. Just saw Lundberg. Lundberg's in the chat. He's like, Barba going to make an RTS thread if he loses this. It's such an in-joke. Oh, I don't have to explain the joke. Once upon a time, there was a guy named Rappel. He was very, very strong, but he lost a game or two against Ra, so we made an RTS thread. A classic. As you see the Walking Woods getting thrown down here, Barba going to be making another push in here. Trying to get him. We still don't see those upgrades for the watchtowers. He should be definitely have thought about getting something there. In terms of upgrades, crenellations, guard towers. He doesn't have any resources though, it's a problem. And now Barba here is 82 villages. He's got the trade started but none produced. And Stand and Deliver just will not quit in this game. Never give up, never surrender. That's the motto. As long as you've got a gold mine, you've got a town center, you're good to go. You see the hill fort is up, and now Barba can start strangling his opponent. A fortress getting dropped on this position might help him a little bit. We'll see how that's going to go. You see the legendary Jarl making their way in here. Fire Giant in the back. Dead. Walking Woods just is not good against Poseidon. The Polyphemus just says no. Wax. Unlike on Voobly on Extended Edition, the Polyphemus one-hits units with his special. It's an absolutely bonkers special ability. As he comes in and kills yet another one. Polyphemus now going to be making his way onto the Fire Giant, but the Jarl's coming down and going to clean this one up. He is such a tank. Such a tank. Still no rag click here from Barba. I think Shadowfax just doesn't. I think if Shadowfax is playing this game himself, he would have said, yeah, Ragnarok and we win. But he says, let's play it safe and just make sure we take the dub here. Calm, cool, collected. Barba takes game 1 in this best of 5 in the in the Legends of Tomorrow tournament. Let's jump in and see what the players have got to say for themselves before we jump into game number 2.
Sounds.
Well. If it's not the 2 victors of game number 1, what have you got to say for yourself? A pretty stock standard, very, very cool, calm, collected game. Was that the game plan then?
Yeah, to kick ass was the game plan.
Well, we
being
got that
calm was step
already.
number 2. I just felt like we were ahead after we grabbed that forward town center, and then there's nothing he could do by turtling.
Yeah, the Poseidon player going for the hoplite Toxoid is kind of a bit of a throw off strategy, but I jumped in and heard you say, "Oh, he's going hoplite, better make some throwing axemen," and from there it was all good.
Yeah, somebody watching too many Boit videos.
I know,
Hoplites
it's
is
just
Poseidon.
ruining Poseidon's players' experiences since 2012. All right, guys, we'll get the next game going shortly. I'll go and send some commiserations to your opponent and try and pump him up for game number 2.
Okay.
Okay.
Well. Hello. A tough loss, guys, but well played nonetheless. Anything you're going to change for the next game, or are we going to just keep trying to take down this Norse might? Or do you have to change things? I don't know how it
Yeah, I
works.
thought we were going with a different strategy, but we had a little pivot mid game. So we'll see. He said he'll be right back. So
Okay, no worries. Well, I'll get the next game. I was told to ask you, is the one town center play the initial strategy here, because
I thought we were going 2TC there, but he went with the hoplite talks.
right. Yeah, the hoplite Toxoid strategy here is you can make it work, but you have to advance at 4 minutes, and you have to be consistently on your timings for teching to the heroic age and mythic age. Otherwise, the Odin player is gonna just kick you in the bum. But
Yeah.
a tough
Yeah, I
loss.
told him he plays a lot of Hades, so I said if you wanted to do that to maybe have restoration for that first big fight, but yeah, we'll see what the next game brings.
All right.